हेलो व्यूअर्स। इस वीडियो में हम स्वीडोन पंक्टेटम, जिसको कॉमनली टुआटारा कहते हैं, के बारे में बात करेंगे। सबसे पहले इसके क्लासिफिकेशन की बात करते हैं। इट इज़ इंक्लूडेड इन क्लास रेप्टिलिया एंड सब क्लास इज डायप्सिडा, एंड दैट इज two temporal opening on either side of skull separated by post-orbital and squamedal bones. Then the order is Rhynchocephalia. Next, the introduction and distribution. The order Rhynchocephalia, which has many fossil forms, is represented by a single living species, that is Sphenodon punctatum. It is native of New Zealand and commonly known as tuatara. It was formerly found throughout the New Zealand, but the advent of man and his associates such as cats, dogs, rats, sheep, goats and pigs, etc. exterminated in the mainland. So, due to the advent of man and its associates, the tuatara is exterminated from the main island, that is New Zealand. This living fossil is now restricted to some small neighboring islands. It has survived in isolation due to absence of natural enemies in its present home. So, in this slide, we can conclude that Rhynchocephalia includes a single living fossil species, that is Sphenodon punctatum, and it is native of New Zealand and commonly known as tuatara. Formerly, it was found throughout the New Zealand, but the advent of man and his associates exterminated it from the mainland. This living fossil is now restricted to some small neighboring island, and it has survived in isolation due to absence of natural enemies in its present home. Next, in this slide, we will discuss about habits and habitat of Sphenodon punctatum. Sphenodon is burrowing, carnivorous and nocturnal in habits. Burrowing means it lives in small holes and burrows. Carnivorous means it is a flesh eater. It feeds largely on invertebrates such as worms, insects, spiders, mollusks, and fish also. And it is nocturnal in habit, that it is active at the time of night. It is sluggish and crawls about, slowly stopping frequently to look around. So it remains alert all the time, and between its movements it stops frequently to look around for any danger. During the daytime it basks in the sun to raise its body temperature. So it is a adaptation to live in shady areas, that during the daytime it basks in the sun to raise its body temperature. Then tuatara are strongly protected under law by the government of New Zealand, because as we have already discussed that it is a single living genus in the order Rhynchocephalia, so it's crucial species Sphenodon punctatum and protected under law by the government of New Zealand. Then in this slide we will discuss about the external features of Sphenodon punctatum. It has an elongated lizard-like body, measures about 70 centimeter in length, so it is approximately 2 to 2.3 feet long, that is 70 centimeter in length. It bears a bilaterally compressed and crested tail. Bilaterally compressed and crested tail. It has two pairs of weak pentadactyl and clawed limbs. So the limbs are weak, pentadactyl and clawed. Color is dull olive green with yellow spots above, that is on the dorsal surface, and white below, that is ventral surface. The upper surface is covered by small granular scales and bears a mid-dorsal crest or frill of spines. The upper surface is covered by small granular scales and bears a mid-dorsal crest or frill of spine. Then the eyes are large, dark brown and with vertical pupil. So a vertical pupil is present with eyes, large eyes. Then cloacal aperture is transverse and male is without copulatory sacs. Cloacal aperture is transverse and male is without copulatory sac. Pineal or parietal eye, that is also known as third eye, is present below a transparent scalene head between the two eyes. Then the Lizartilian characters of Tuatara, that Tuatara resembles lizard in many characters, and it is commonly a lizard. General body form is like lizard, and it looks like a lizard. Then the second point is elongated compressed tail is present, which is also a lizartilian character. Then the third character is clawed pentadactyl limbs. Clawed pentadactyl limbs means limbs with 5 digits and which digits with claw also. Then a pineal eye between the two eyes is also a characteristics of lizartilian. Then single-headed ribs, it is also an lizartilian character. Chevron bone in caudal vertebra is also a lizartilian character, and the similar heart, lung and brain, just like lizartilians, that is lizard-like. So all these characters belongs to the lizards which is present in Sphenodon punctatum. General body form, elongated compressed tail, clawed pentadactyl limbs, pineal eye, single-headed ribs, chevron bones in caudal vertebra, similar heart, lung and brain. Next. But it differs from lizard in having the following characters, which are not present in lizard. These characters are not present in lizard, but it is present in Sphenodon punctatum. So it is these are the different characters from lizards which are not present in lizard, but it is present in Sphenodon punctatum. The first character is an extra temporal vacuity, and that is post temporal in skull. Then the second one is mandibular rami united by an elastic ligament. Mandibular rami united by an elastic ligament is also a character of Sphenodon punctatum. Then the quadrate is immovable, and then the vertebrae is amphicylous in Sphenodon punctatum. Then a proatlas is present between skull and atlas, a unique character of Sphenodon punctatum. Then uncinate process on ribs. Then abdominal ribs are present in Sphenodon. A persistent notochord is also a character of Sphenodon, which differs from lizard, and 10 bones in carpus is also a character of Sphenodon. So these are the characters of Sphenodon which are not present in lizard. So in these characters it differs from lizard. And in the end, in the absence of pectin, it differs from lizard in the absence of pectin in eye and copulatory sac in male. So you can say that these two characters are present in lizard, but it is absent in Sphenodon. Pectin in eye and copulatory sac in male. So these are the two characters which are absent in Sphenodon, but these are present in lizard. So in these characters it is differed from lizard. Then crocodilian characters. As we have discussed in previous slides about the lizardian characters, in this slide we will discuss about the crocodilian characters which are present in Sphenodon punctatum. First of all, Tuatara resembles crocodiles, or also chelonia and dinosaurs also in most of the cases, in having first the palate, immovable quadrate, proatlas, uncinate process, abdominal ribs, and chevron bones. So these are the crocodilian characters, and also chelonia and dinosaurs in most of the cases. So these are the characters present in Sphenodon as crocodilian characters. First palate, second is the immovable quadrate, then the third is proatlas, the fourth is uncinate process, then abdominal ribs, and in the end the chevron bones. Next, on the other hand, Sphenodon punctatum differs from crocodiles, also chelonia and dinosaurs in most of the cases, in the absence of these following characters. So these characters are present in crocodiles, but here in Sphenodon these characters are absent. First is trichodont teeth, which are absent in Sphenodon. The second is procellus vertebrae, which is absent in Sphenodon. Then the four-chambered heart, it is also not present in Sphenodon. It is a characteristics of crocodiles. Then pectin in eye is also absent in Sphenodon, and copulatory organ is also absent in Sphenodon. And in the end, Sphenodon differs from crocodiles in the presence of clavicle. So what we can say that its clavicle is present in Sphenodon, but it is absent in crocodile. So some characters, these 1 to 5 are present in crocodile but absent in Sphenodon, but the clavicle is present in Sphenodon and absent in crocodiles. So in this uh, last slide, we will discuss about the systematic position of Sphenodon. So here we can say that Sphenodon is appropriately referred to as a living fossil. Here we are saying living fossil, this one, because it has retained many primitive characteristics of fossils or stem reptiles. It has retained many primitive characteristics of fossils or stem reptiles, so it is known as living fossil. In spite of primitiveness, Sphenodon is neither a degenerate nor an ancestral form. It is primitive, but it is neither a degenerate nor an ancestral form. Just it is a primitive. Then rather it is highly modified type that has persisted from earlier times as such. So it is highly modified type that has persisted from earlier times as such, and it resembles as well as differs from order Crocodilia and Squamata in many respects. It is similar to these orders, and in many characters it differs from these characters orders, which are also part of Diapsida subclass. So in Diapsida subclass we include Crocodilia, Squamata, and the third one we are studying here, that is Rhynchocephalia. But the Rhynchocephalia, which includes the Sphenodon, differs in some characters from these two, and also similar in some characters with these two orders. Therefore, it is reasonable to place it under a separate order, Rhynchocephalia. So this is all about the Sphenodon punctatum, that is commonly known as Tuatara and included in class Reptilia under subclass Dapsida and order Rhynchocephalia. Thank you very much.